Hey, what's the deal, big dog? So glad to have you here with me inside of Module 4, where we're going to be going over risk management and options trading. You know, options trading can be highly rewarding, but it comes with significant risk. As the old saying goes, high risk, high reward. So in this module, we're going to explore some essential risk strategies that is going to help you on your journey to becoming an experienced options trader. We're going to dive into the importance of risk management. We're going to help you understand some protective techniques, as well as helping you to develop your own comprehensive plan. Let's get started, shall we? So, yeah, the critical importance of risk management. First and foremost, risk management helps us with capital preservation. Number one rule of the game is not how much money can I make from options trading. It's I need to make sure that I don't lose everything that I came to the party with. So, effective risk management helps you to protect your trading capital from significant losses, as well as ensuring your longevity in the markets. So then we got emotional control, because a solid risk management strategy reduces stress and emotional decision making. That's the last thing you want to be out here in the market doing, is throwing your money and hoping and praying that you make more money from it, instead of understanding how it is that you keep yourself and your emotions in check. What ends up happening is we get overwhelmed, we get too excited, and we over leverage ourselves, put too much money in a losing trade, and we end up blowing up our accounts and our portfolios. So when you reduce your stress and your emotional decision making, what that does is it will in turn promote a disciplined style of trading for you. Then we got consistent performance, because by managing risk effectively, traders can achieve much more consistent returns. What that does is it helps to smooth out your performance over time. So instead of you trying to maximize every single trade, or you thinking that you have to be perfect in options trading in order for you to be profitable, let me assure you and reassure you that you do not have to be perfect in order to be profitable. You just have to make sure that you have and make more money on your winning trades than you lose on your losing trades. And then we have opportunity maximization, because proper risk management allows traders to size positions optimally. It helps capitalize on high conviction trades. So when you're getting stopped out of those trades at a certain percentage, and you, instead of saying, well, it cost me $100 to take this trade, and if I lose my $100, well, that's a losing trade. Like, no, you have to identify what's known as an investor's risk. Now, options trading, let's just be real, it's a form of gambling. But the difference in this form of gambling, as opposed to going to one of the casinos in Las Vegas, for example, is that when you put your money down on the table, that it's either hit or it's miss. You either make your money or you lose everything. Well, the difference in that style of gambling and this style of gambling is we're taking what's known as an investor's risk. So if it takes us $100 to enter the trade, we're not willing to part ways with that entire $100. We're only willing to part ways with a certain percentage of that $100 in the attempts to make more from it. So then we have mastering emotional control in options trading. Because options trading, let's be real, it can be a highly lucrative but emotionally challenging endeavor. Maintaining composure and discipline is very, very important, as unchecked emotions can lead to reckless decision making and devastating losses. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore some strategies for keeping your cool and making rational, data-driven choices when you're trading options. So first and foremost, we got curbing your impulses. Because options traders are often tempted to chase the thrill of big gains or panic in the face of sudden losses. Developing the ability to pause, take a breath, and objectively assess the situation is crucial. Implement strict trading rules and stick to your plan, even when your emotions are running high. That's why it's best, I call it being in robot mode. Developing a trading plan is pretty much automating your trading process. When you have things automated, it takes out the need to have to change and make your mind up in a split decision because you're sticking to the rules. It's like having SOPs for your trading strategy or for your trading routine. Then we got managing stress, because the volatility and uncertainty that is inherent in options trading can be psychologically taxing. You've never been as stressed as you think you've been in your life until you get on that options trading floor and you up 100% or you down 20-30% in your trades. That's a different type of rush that you've never experienced before until you have. And I can assure you it is very, very thrilling. But what is best for you to do is it's best to find healthy ways to manage your stress, such as meditation, exercising, or even stepping away from the markets entirely when it's needed. Because a clear, focused mind is very, very essential for making sound trading decisions. You don't want to just be trying to trade just to make money. What we do in options trading, we're not just trading to try to make money. We are trying to take advantage of the opportunities that the stock market presents us with on a daily basis. That's what we're in the market to do. Take advantage of opportunities, not just to make money. Then we have avoiding overconfidence, because easy wins can quickly breed overconfidence, especially when you're first starting. You have the tendency to feel like you're invincible and there's not a trade that you can't make and make money from it. Because it tends to lead traders to taking on excessive and unnecessary risks. It's best to stay humble and to maintain a realistic assessment of your abilities at the current moment. It's not to say that you won't get better than you are currently right now. But what it is to say is understand that there's a lot that you don't know about options trading when you're first starting. And the worst thing that you can do as a beginning options trader is to think you have it all figured out when you're first starting. So it's best for you to regularly review your trading journal to identify areas of improvement and guard against the pitfalls of ego. So now we have crafting your risk management plan. So what we're going to help you do is we're going to figure out your risk assessment. We're going to analyze your risk tolerance and your trading goals, which will help us to identify potential market risks and your own personal biases. Then we're going to figure out our strategy selection. You're going to choose appropriate risk management techniques that help you and that make sense for you and your journey where you currently are. You're going to align your strategies with your trading style as well as the market outlook, so that way you can assess what's going on and you can figure out how to start off your trading journey as opposed to just throwing your money out there and hoping you make more from it. Then we got implementation. We're going to integrate risk management into the trading platform itself, where we set up automated risk controls where possible, meaning something as simple as a stop loss. You might not know what that is when you're first starting, but a stop loss is very, very important. That is how we assess and figure out, remember what I was talking about earlier, which is the investor's risk. Our stop loss tells us what our investor's risk. That says that if your stop loss is at 10%, hey, as soon as I lose 10% of this trade, take me out of the trade automatically. Depending on whatever your risk tolerance is, that is what will help you in becoming a better trader yourself. Then we have review and adjust. You're going to regularly evaluate the effectiveness of your plan. And you're going to adapt to changing market conditions as well as personal circumstances. So the better you get at trading, the more you can start to risk and the more edge you'll have in the market, which will help you to become a more consistent and experienced, profitable options trader. So glad that you could join me in this module, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Love is love.